because I'm sure a lot of people remember this,
Yeah.
the decision. But your transition from Thunderbird to Pinnacle,
Yeah.
I remember a lot of people were bummed, but obviously you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
What kind of sparked that decision for you?
Yeah, man, and it was tough, bro. This was the toughest part for me, was that I was getting like blamed for, like, people were literally like, oh, like he's quarterback shopping, and like he's, because what ended up happening, bro, was there was one area that I could move into, and we moved because my mom needed to be closer to her job. Like, we were living in, I think we were in like North Phoenix, around Scottsdale or whatever, and she needed to be closer to like Happy Valley, Peoria type. So that's why we moved. And a lot of people didn't really understand that. Like, nobody ever came to me and asked, like, what, like, why did you move? Like, what happened? It was all just, oh, like, you just left to go play football, bro. Then that's what I'm trying to say is, like, I wasn't at that level to where I was making those decisions, like, oh, like, there's a better quarterback over there, like, I'm gonna go, like, tell my mom to move. Like, it wasn't like that, bro, at all. Like, we weren't even necessarily in a position to, like, for me to be like, hey, mom, like, I want to live in this city, and like, she's like, okay, let's just get up and move. Like, we were where it was working for us. Like, we were doing what was gonna get us to where we needed to go. And so she moved to close to Pinnacle, and like really close to her job. That was where we were trying to aim. Mm-hmm. But when we moved, bro, like, Thunderbird didn't offer me like a variance or anything. Like, I didn't have a car. Like, there was really no possibility for me to get from where we lived to Thunderbird and back every day. There just wasn't. So I ended up switching, and I didn't really have the choice, but those two schools is I could have went to Horizon or I could have went to Pinnacle. And I was like, I mean, for one, I would have needed a car to go to Horizon, or I would have had to caught like a city bus, and I was like, I don't have a car, like, I'm not trying to ride the bus. Yeah, like, I'm just trying to go to school and just do what I do. And so Pinnacle it was. And bro, by the grace of God, like, there was an amazing quarterback who actually now plays for the Patriots.
Who?
Brian Lorgy. He got drafted by the Patriots.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Was he throwing to you?
Yeah, he was the one that was throwing the ball to me.
Dang.
They didn't throw the ball to me very often, which it was crazy, but...
What you mean?
Yeah, I'll explain it. But so we moved. I ended up at Pinnacle.
How was that for you? Like,
bro,
was this whole, like, okay, because I know you got a lot of backlash from, I'm guessing, just Thunderbird people?
Yeah, I had a bunch of people on Thunderbird, like, just being, like, as negative as possible.
Dude,
and it was the same people, bro, that were, like, as positive as possible as they possibly could be while I was there. As soon as the switch flipped, negative as they could be.
Without even knowing.
Like, yeah, they don't even know my situation. These are the people that were supporting me without even really knowing me. So it's like, yeah, like, I see your support and, like, thank you, but, like...
That's shady,
I don't even know you, bro. Like, and then so once I move, it's like you really shouldn't have anything to say. Like, don't go spread like rumors and stuff. And this was a big thing that like made the biggest impact in my recruiting when I moved and when I transitioned and when all that happened was, I came to. We decided we were gonna move, and we moved. We signed the lease for the new house, or whatever, new apartment, or whatever, and I was still a part of Thunderbird's program because nothing had been finalized. Mm-hmm. So I went back to like a spring ball game. It's like 7-on-7, 2-hand touch, whatever.
Yep, I did that.
And we had to break the news to coach or whatever, and he was upset, bro.
What?
Yes, okay. Bro. So upset. Like screaming, like mad, bro, mad. And I was like, I mean, like, if it's like, I understand like you're upset, but like I would like to play with my teammates for the last time if I possibly could, like in the 7-on-7 game. And he was like, nah, like you gotta go. And like I get that, like I'm not on that team anymore, like you gotta go. I get it. But at the same time, like, dang, he went so much farther than that, bro. Like he was literally, bro, like there was coaches recruiting me and like sending me mail to sending me correspondence to be in contact with him, right? And so he was receiving that mail and throwing it away. Like receiving it on my behalf because they didn't know that it was in the middle of summer, like I didn't have anything to like shoot out a mass communication like, hey, like this is where I'm at now. I hit up a reporter and he put an article out that, yay, like I switched, blah, 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 whatever, but that wasn't enough. So, bro, and this is what was so weird to me is I had so much mail, bro, that like I couldn't even control it. Like I couldn't open it all in one day. But once I went to Pinnacle, like the day after that switch happened, no more mail coming to me. And so I was like, okay, like, yeah, obviously still going to Thunderbird, like I just need to go pick it up and, do my part until it all gets sent to Pinnacle. Never, bro, like never did I receive any more male. And what it was, bro, was I heard this from not even coaches at universities, like players. Like the players that were on the team that, you know, the coaches put in charge that, hey, like, we have this recruit, like, he might show up and I want you to be in contact with him until he shows up, and then once he shows up, show him around the campus, whatever. They're like, oh yeah, like we've heard that like you've had bad grades and blah 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 blah. And it was like, bro, if you look at my high school transcripts, and like, I don't know if it's public record or whatever, but I did not have bad grades.
I was gonna say, you always are pretty smart.
I never had bad grades. When I graduated college, I graduated like top of my class, bro, like summa cum laude, whatever people want to say, 3.85. Like, I would have been a blessing to any football team's roster academic wise, because there's so many people that have so much talent. They can't even pull a 2.0 out or 2.9 out, bro. Like, I had a 3.8. So it was like, that right there shows you that was a lie. There was no problem with my grades. And then, like, and I heard, like, other rumors, like, oh, like, you're not a team player, and you're, like, this, just pretty much a bunch of negative stuff. That once I got from Thunderbird to Pinnacle, it was like, I was fighting adversity, and then once I got to Pinnacle and the season started, like, they really weren't giving me the ball. I went from a place at Thunderbird where I was getting the ball, like, it was very possible for me to see 10 to 12 catches a game, or at least targets, to where I have an opportunity to make something out of it. I went to Pinnacle, bro, it was 3 to 4 catches, if that, like, on a great game.
Were you getting along with everyone, though?
Yeah, like, and it was weird, bro, because, like, everybody was cool, the coaches, like, loved me. I just wasn't getting the ball. And so, and I didn't complain, like, I wasn't the player that was going to be on the sideline, oh, coach, you got to throw me the ball, like, we're down such and such, and I'm wide open every time we run this play, and this guy can't guard, like, it was never that. And honestly, I low-key wish I would have been like that, because I promise you I'd be in a different spot, but, like, that's neither here or there. Like, that's in the past. So, I got there, bro, and I still had, if you really compare the stats, at Thunderbird, I had, like, 1,200 yards off 65 catches. I think I was averaging, like, I don't remember what I was averaging. At Pinnacle, though, I had, like, almost 900 yards. I think it was, like, mid-8s or high 8s off of 35 catches, bro.
That's it?
Yeah, 30. So it was, like, I was averaging over 20 yards a catch. Like, if you look at the film. You. Yeah, they weren't really feeding me, so I didn't have a bunch of, like, enticing film to send out to coach. Like, all my plays were screens, long balls, and comebacks. That was it. Yeah. And so it was like, yeah, like, these people understand, like, a lot of the people that they're recruiting can go get the long ball. They can go up high to get the ball. They can run a comeback. Like, but they want to see the over the middle routes. They want to see your they want to see that you're a route technician. They want to see that you're adverse and that you're, you know, you can do more things than just receive in.
Which when you are, dude.
Right. When I was at Thunderbird, I played quarterback for I think it was our second game, because Jake got hurt my junior year. I played quarterback, and I got us our first win of the season. Yeah. I played quarterback. I threw a touchdown, bro, like to Caleb. You remember Caleb? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like I got him his first touchdown I didn't get him. Like he got open on the route, and he was open, and I hit him. And it was cool because, like, that was his first touchdown, and that was my first passing touchdown. Dang. So it was cool, bro. It was lit. Yeah. But yeah, like, I started to hear just a bunch of, like, negative talk from players and coaches once I made that transition. Dude. And it came from literally just me making a move. Like, somebody, like a 50, 60, whatever-year-old man who was just salty that, like, somebody moved off his team.
Well, because he was probably getting a lot of attention, too, which is, you know.
Which is, like, I get that, bro, but, like, when you're a high school coach,
you can't, no, you're man, that's not what you sign up for.
That's not, you sign up to coach the team, and if you have a great player, yeah, then...
It should be more meaningful than that. When you have a guy like yourself that comes on and just, like, all of a sudden becomes a star of the high school team.
Yeah, and it was...
And, like, man...
It was awesome, bro. It was a great experience because it taught me, like... And I've always been humble, but, like, that was really, like...
I didn't know. Yeah, see, this is all me. This is all new for me, man. I didn't know about any of this. I just knew that the move happened.
That was it. That's all anybody knows. Is that, like, he just transferred from Thunderbird to Pinnacle.
So would you say a lot of people from Thunderbird stopped talking to you after that?
I didn't talk to a lot of people at Thunderbird anyways.
Really?
Yeah. Like, that was the thing at Thunderbird is a lot of people knew who I was because of sports, and, like, oh, like, AT, he's good at sports. So, like, yeah, he can sit at the cool table. Like, I didn't have, like, actual in-depth, like, real friendships.
Really?
I had probably, like, three people, bro, throughout that whole Thunderbird experience that were really true friends. And, like, I had a bunch of acquaintances, like, and people, like, obviously you're gonna have people that look up to you, yeah, like, whatever, yeah, because, you know, you're getting recruited, whatever. But yeah, Thunderbird it was awesome for sports, and there were some cool people, but dang, man, it was a weird life experience, bro. Yeah, it was weird, yeah. But why? It was really shallow.
Well, Is that okay? So is that why? Do you feel like you couldn't just make more friends with people like that? Do you just know?
I just don't have the desire to make friends with people who only want to hang out with you because
you're good at sports.
They see you getting outs on the announcements in the morning because you scored a touchdown yesterday. Like, you're gonna talk to me because I scored a touchdown?
So
like,
did you get people in high school? For those of you that don't know, we're like a 2-year difference.
Yeah.
So my only year with you there was junior and my freshman year. That was it, right? And I don't even think we talked that much. I think we just said like maybe like hi or whatever.
Yeah.
Did you have a lot of people that just came up to you, dabbed you up, maybe said what's up, and you didn't even really know who they were? Really?
Bro, on a daily basis, bro. Like, it almost felt like being a celebrity, and I won't, like, it wasn't obviously to that extent because Thunderbird is only so big and there was only so many people, but like, everybody knows you and everybody is like, oh, like, hey, what's up, Adam? Like, blah, blah, blah. And it was cool. Like, it really was, and it was awesome, but I realized, like, very early, bro, that it was extremely shallow, and that if I had no success in sports, none of those people would have said anything to me.
Yeah.